Luhu. Hi everybody. I'm checking my notes to make sure I say this right. I'm Cyndy Young of Luhu Stitches, and I'm so happy you are here. Yay! Welcome to all my friends out there, stitchy friends. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. And to all my old subscribers and old friends, and just thank you for the ways that you don't even know you've blessed me this month. The big news, of course, is that I went to Nashville and I met an amazing and generous community of people. They're, of course, all stitchers, but they're an amazing and beautiful community. And here's my cat. She wants in on the action. Come here, sweetie. This is Violet. She is my little pistol. Look at the camera and wave. Wave, hello. This is Violet, my pistol. She likes to be involved in everything, and she just shed all over my dark blue sweater. Ain't that awesome? Okay, so as I was saying, Nashville happened. I met an amazing group of generous, kind, supportive people. And I am going to go ahead and say some thank yous. Hopefully I wrote it down here, so I'll be looking down at my notes. Hopefully I've remembered everyone. And if not, no, please, if you are sitting there and you're thinking, but I helped you, know that I know you helped me and that I just couldn't remember your name. Sorry, that's a piece of fluff because she's shedding. Okay, so first of my thank yous goes to Catherine Velarde and Beth Salisbury, who are my model stitchers and who stepped up to the plate at the end of last year and started stitching for me in amazing and incredible ways so that I could have everything I needed done for Nashville done. Next is Kathy Haberman, who spent a few hours with me on the phone and then a few text messages and emails with me to help me. Wow, she's really affectionate today. This is abnormal, I'm just telling you. Just helping me understand what I'm doing with my business, what Nashville looks like, how to go about doing certain things, how to do auto ship, how to do just about everything, you know, when it came to the business side. And so thank you, Kathy, if you're watching this, thank you so much. And then to Beth Twist, who fielded a couple emails for me, and Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches, who also fielded a couple emails for me and helped me know what it's like. Beth in particular, because we're both West Coasters, she just helped me understand, helped me figure out how to get everything out there to Nashville and home safely again. And holy smoke, she's never like this with me. She just wants to be a part of it. Okay, you can't sit on the notes though. I have to read the notes. Okay, you can sit on my and Stephanie Webb, because she was, this was my first year and last year was her first year. And so she gave me perspective from a newbie's perspective of what it's like to be there. And it's amazing, let me just tell you. And then Teresa Vanette, who early on just helped me figure out how to get hold of distributors and answered lots of questions for me. Thank you all, you amazing designers. And there's other designers out there who you've helped me, but you don't even know you've helped me because I haven't actually spoken to you directly about it, but thank you so much. I also want to thank the team at Needlework Retailer and Yarn Tree, Beth and Larry Johnson and Megan Chrisweiser, and they had two other ladies there helping them. And I'm sorry I did not get their names, but the whole team there is so, you don't even know what they do. I mean, I don't even know totally what they do, but they facilitate the Nashville needlework market, and they are kind and generous and welcoming to new designers, and I'm sure to new shops who are coming to shop. And it was just, no, there are literally, I don't have words for, excuse me, I just dropped my notes, for how helpful they were and what kind people they are too. They go around and they check on everybody. Megan was busy doing all kinds of stuff. Most importantly, she brought Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars every afternoon. Megan, thank you so much. It was just the sugar hit we needed at 3 in the afternoon or 2 or whatever time it was you came around. Anyhow, just amazing. And then to all the hardworking shop owners who come and they've got lists and they've been in touch with their customers to know what they want and have created pre-orders so that we can have things bagged and ready to go for them, and who come in and appreciate the design work. It's hard sometimes for me in particular, because I'm in a sort of a stitching desert, to know how much people like what I'm designing and whether they want to stitch it. But I found out, and it's affirming. It's very affirming, and it helps me know to keep, would you look at my sweater? Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you have to stay here because you have to cover up all the fur you're leaving behind. I also want to thank Gary and Vanna of Fiber Talk. So Vanna Pfeiffer and Gary Parr. I'm sure many of you watched all the little interviews they did, including the one with me, and I have fur on my mouth and it's tickling and itching, and sorry about that. They went around and did interviews. They did their live feeds. They went around and picked up patterns from designers so that they could do the live feed and show you the different designs that were out there that you could stitch. And they did it for the love of cross stitch and needlework. They didn't do it because they were getting paid. They make a little money. Oh, please don't do that. No. They make a little money to pay for their bandwidth off of ads from YouTube. And they have sponsorship from 4 or 5 different, oh golly, 4 or 5 different shops, Fire Poppies, Sassy Jacks, A Needle in a Haystack. I know I'm leaving a couple out, but those are the ones I remember, and pardon me for getting, can you see her? She's exuding fluff. Anyhow, thank you, Gary and Vanna. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much because you helped me, and hopefully I'm helping you a little bit, just a little bit. I want to also thank 2 people in my life. Well, not 2, actually about 6 people in my life. First of all, my sister, Laura Rose, who came with me, and she works in .com world and does project management, marketing kind of stuff, and really helped me think through some things so that I can run a good solid business. And I'm so grateful for her. And then for my husband, who puts up with not having a dining room table to eat on, piles of everything everywhere for the last few months, and my kids who have learned how to cook for themselves, and my one daughter who's still at home in particular. She's just great, and I love them all so much, and they show me their love by supporting me in this needlework business, this design of cross stitch business. And I'm really, really grateful for them. So those are all my thank yous. And then again, if I forgot anyone, I'm sorry, but know that I love you and I'm so grateful for you. Okay, so moving on. I got to go around and talk to different designers, but I didn't actually get a lot of stitchy stuff. Part of the, it's not a problem per se. I'm sorry, it's just cat hair. But challenge, I think part of the challenge of, of being a designer is that sometimes you don't get to stitch all the things that other designers make, which is a bummer. You should see my whip basket. It's huge. And occasionally I have talked about needing to stitch other things in order to keep my love of cross stitch up. The last few months, there just wasn't time to stitch anything except what I was designing. And I'm sorry, oh my gosh, I'll quit saying I'm sorry. All right, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry anymore. Anyhow, however, I met this wonderful person named Krista West of Avley Embroidery Patterns. And she is a West Coaster like myself, and we hit it off and found lots of things in common. And I went up to her shop because she had a piece that I wanted. I just had to have, because I have a real love for folk art, and particularly kind of ethnic folk art. I'm taking this sweater off because I can't even, there's so much white hair on it. And she finally left, but here we go. So she basically designs Greek influenced folk art pieces. This is what I got. It's called Pelopoli. She gave it to me because she's sweet like that. And let me hold it up one more time. Hopefully you can see it. She does kits, and she also sources all of her own linen from Greece. I believe it's linen. If it has a linen texture to it. While I was in Denver in my layover on the way home, I started stitching it. I had some other stuff to stitch, but I really wanted to start stitching this. And I love L-O-V-E in capital bold letters, stitching on this fabric. It's amazing. I think it's a 28 count, but it's got body to it, but it's not overly stiff, but it's flexible and not overly limp. It's just a really, really nice fabric. And I hope she's able to continue sourcing it, because I may have to talk to her a little bit about using some in maybe one or two of my own designs. And anyway, she gives you all the DMCs, and she also tells you what the DMCs are. So there they are. I don't know if you can, that's probably not real helpful. Anyhow, go check her out. I will link her below. Lovely, lovely person. Full of energy, about to be a grandmother. Just amazing. So go check her out. Krista West, Avley. Okay, so I had one pattern that I showed you in my last video that wasn't really done. I still had it on the hoop. It wasn't finished. It wasn't nothing, ready to go. I was down to the wire on that pattern. However, I have it done now. And I put it on this fun rusty metal bunny from Hobby Lobby. But here it is, spring chickens, all done. So it's an egg-shaped band sampler of sorts, done kind of in my own style. And then it's got the 3 chickens on it, hence the name Spring Chickens. They each have a springy flower on them. And I got the idea for making this bunny look like this from Priscilla of Chelsea and Priscilla, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. I had bought the bunny, and I knew I wanted to use it for one of my patterns. I wasn't sure which one. And then I thought, oh, the chickens would be great for it. Now what do I do? If I just stick it on the front, big deal. But Priscilla had done it. She'd done a different pattern in here. I can't remember what it was. And then done the bow up here at the top. And so I made a little bow. There's a cute little button that goes there, but it fell off. I'm having a hard time with my glue making it stay. Anyhow, the dog found the button. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know we got a puppy. And I don't know, he found the button. Thank God I found the button before it proceeded through his intestinal tract. Anyhow, I didn't get it put back on there before I did this. However, there's Spring Chickens, the finished piece. You can find this in a couple of different places. I want to announce that my website is up and running, and you can go to my website and get this and all my patterns as PDF downloads, which in our current situation might be an awesome thing. You can get immediate gratification and get a pattern right away through a PDF download. You can also get the same patterns through my Etsy shop at Luhu Stitches and on Etsy. And my website is luhustitches.com. All one word, no caps. LUHUSTITCHES.com. And just look me up. And they're all PDF downloads. So go check it out. What else? I wanted to tell you about my website. I did that. Okay, told you about Spring Chickens. Okay, so what's coming up for Luhu Stitches? Because, you know, Nashville's a big thing, but then Stitchy life continues. And even more so, I think right now while we're all hunkering down and practicing social distancing, we need things to do. And so stitching is good. I want to encourage you to continue to find a small business every day to buy something from. I mean, you don't have to buy a lot. Every little bit it helps when you're a small business. And my son-in-law works for a coffee shop, and they're simply just, all orders are to go from here until further notice. Hopefully that's not too long. And they're continuing to make coffee for people. They also have an online business. I should put Case Coffee Roasters in Ashland, Oregon. I will give them a link down below. Awesome coffee. But I think it's really important, like, to reach out to your local needlework shop. A lot of them, if they don't have an online service, I know they would be happy to get a phone call from you saying, I would really like this pattern, and could you kit it up for me with all the threads and fabric? And they will send it to you or get it to you some way. I've seen Acorns and Threads say that in Portland. I've seen Starlight Stitchery say that in Corvallis. And I know there are others that I probably haven't seen that are saying the same thing. They can't actually be open, but they are still running a business, and they are still selling patterns and threads and fabrics, and they would be happy to help you make use of your stitchy time. Also, so I was going to tell you what's coming up. So I'm still designing, and I have things coming out in April. I'm not going to show you anything right now, but I'll give you a little hint. First of all, I'm continuing with my little fling series. So a lot of you are familiar with just the seasonal flings. I didn't even put the fall one in here, but there's the Patriotic Fling. I'm now calling this the May Little Spring Fling. This is the June Little Summer Fling. And coming later in just a few months, or probably in May, this is the August Little Spring Fling. And I showed you in my previous video the spring banner piece that I've done, and coming next month in April will be the summer banner. So you can start out by stitching the summer banner, and then you can get, you know, your June spring fling, your July spring fling, and then new will be August, and they will come out sequential months. So these two are already out. You can get these at any time as PDF downloads. On my Etsy shop, you can get this one as a hard copy. I'm debating about selling hard copies directly from me, if I'm going to leave that for shops or if I'm going to do that. So you can get this as a hard copy though. And then this will be coming out in May. This is August Little Spring Fling. I'll try to, it's got a watermelon and some sunflowers, and those little orange flowers are supposed to be marigolds. Anyway, you can make them into pillows, you can make them into little framed pieces, you can do whatever you want with these. They're 40 by 40, stitched on, oh, I'm totally drawing a blank, 28 count raw cashel linen, because it's my favorite. Anyhow, the summer banner's coming out in April. So I'll show you that. I have another piece coming out that hopefully the stitching world will be abuzz about. That's all I'm going to say. The other thing I'm doing is I am working on a pattern to come out May or June that uses all sulky threads. And I'm working with Sulky to put together a kit of threads for that. I may be including fabric. I don't know if I'm going to do kits yet, so don't get too excited. I may offer the supplies in one of my shops, both of my shops, online shops, you know, luhustitches.com and my Etsy shop, in which you can at least buy the called for fabrics and the sulky threads. So, what else? That's it. Thank you for coming. Hopefully I can get this downloaded. This is actually take 2 of trying to get a Flosstube video downloaded. I finally resorted, so to speak, to doing this on my phone, and I'm hoping that iMovie will let me do some editing so that it's a nice production for you to watch. You can find me, places you can find me online. I've already talked about my shops, luhustitches.com, and my Etsy shop, Luhu Stitches. You can also find me at Instagram at Luhu Stitches, on Facebook as Luhu Stitches, and I'm linking my email, or my email address will be down below. I don't know if it has a link per se, but it will be down below, and you can reach out to me there. I would love to hear questions from you, comments. Thumbs up helps because it lets YouTube know that you like this kind of a video, that you enjoy watching Flosstube, whether it's me or anybody else. It also makes me feel good if you give me a thumbs up. What else? I think that's it. I don't have anything else to tell you. I'll be back in a couple weeks to show you the summer banner and also the new release that we'll all be abuzz about. All right, take care everyone, stay healthy, take your vitamins, vitamin C, don't forget to go out and take a walk, get some fresh air. Don't feel like just because we have to keep our distance from one another socially, that you can't go out and enjoy God's creation and enjoy the spring that is coming up for a lot of us. You know, go out and get some fresh air. That will help everybody. Take care and happy stitching.